So welcome back. In this video we are going to discuss the Fourier transform of one more function f of x equal to 1 minus x square if mod x less than 1, 0 if mod x greater than or equal to 1. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. f of x equal to 1 minus x square if mod x less than 1, 0 if mod x greater than or equal to 1. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದಿ ಫೋರಿಯರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಫೋರಿಯರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಭಾಗ. ಎರಡನೇ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯುಯೇಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ನಾವು ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫೋರಿಯರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ನಾನು ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫೋರಿಯರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಫೋರಿಯರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆರ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ಫೋರಿಯರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್, all are same, no difference between them. So all are different names for the same thing. If you look into this function looks like this. Suppose you have xy plane, then the value of the function will be 1 if x lies between minus 1 and plus 1. So in this case the value of the function is 1 minus x square. So we will be having this point is 0. Now when x equal to 0, you see, look into this definition. When x equal to 0, f of x will be 1. So f of x will be 1. And when the value of x increases from 0 to 1, x square increases, 1 minus x square decreases. When x reaches 1, f of 1 will be 1 minus 1, 0. The function will be like this. As the value of x increases, the value of the function decreases, and it will be 0 when x equal to 1. Same thing holds in this also. Okay, take this as minus 1. So this is the graph of the function when x lies between 0 or minus 1 and plus 1. For other values of x, you will be having f of x equal to 0 for this remaining interval. For this interval f of x will be 0. Again for this interval you will be having f of x 0. So this is the actual graph of the function f of x, the given function. Now if you consider the definition, the Fourier transform of f of x is given by f, capital F of f of x. So now we are going to write down the formula for Fourier transform of a function f of x. So solution, the Fourier transform of f of x is given by integral minus infinity to plus infinity f of x e power I ux dx. So this is the definition of Fourier transform. Now we need to find the Fourier transform of the given function. So the given function is, I will write down the given function. Actually first we need to write the given function, but I write the formula here. Usually first given function ಬರ್ಕೋತೀವಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. So given f of x equal to 1 minus x square if mod x less than 1, 0 if mod x greater than or equal to 1. Call this as equation 1. Now from equation 1, I can write capital F of f of x equal to, look into these two expressions. Now for the definition you have to go through, you have to take x from minus infinity to plus infinity. So function is defined in 3 subintervals. I have to split this integral. Here you should get First integral x ranging from minus infinity to minus 1. Second integral x varying from minus 1 to 1. Third integral x varying from 1 to plus infinity. So e power iux dx, that is common in all of this. E power iux dx ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಮನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಕಾಮನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಾವು ಲುಕ್ ಇಂಟು ಈಚ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಪ್ರತಿ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ವೆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ರೇಂಜಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಟು minus 1, ಸಿ we have f of x 0. So here f of x is 0. And when x lies between minus 1 and plus 1, the value of f of x is 1 minus x square. When x lies between 1 and plus infinity, plus 1 and plus infinity, the value of f of x will be 0. Now since the integrand is 0, this two term vanishes. You get 0, 0. So those two term vanishes. So you have to evaluate only the middle integral. So f of x, or you can write capital F of u equal to x varying from minus 1 to plus 1, 1 minus x square into e power iux dx. Here you can apply integration by parts or Bernoulli's rule of integration. That is better. Bernoulli's rule of integration, treating 1 minus x square as the first function and e power iux as the second function. So what do you get? First function, that is 1 minus x square, into integral of second function, integral of e power iux is e power iux divided by iu, minus derivative of first function 1 minus x square. If you differentiate, you will get 0 minus 2x. I'll write simply minus 2x within bracket, into integral of e power iux by iu, that will be e power iux divided by iu into iu, that is iu whole square, plus derivative of minus 2x, that will be minus 2, into integral of e power iux by iu whole square, that is e power iux divided by iu whole cube. This I should evaluate between the limits. This I should evaluate between the limits minus 1 and plus 1. Now if I substitute limits here, I'll get f of u equal to here 1 by iu I can take outside first term. I'll apply limits term by term. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿ ಟರ್ಮ್ಗೂ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಲೋವರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೇನೆ. 1 ಮೈನಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಂಟು ಇ ಪವರ್ iux, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1, ಯು ಗೆಟ್ 0 ಇಂಟು ಪವರ್ iu, ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 0. ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 0 ಆಯಿತು. ಮೈನಸ್ ಲೋವರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು minus 1, ಅಗೇನ್ minus 1 ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 1 minus 1 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ vanish. A term first term vanish ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, because 1 minus x square will be 0 when x equal to plus 1 or minus 1. Next, here minus sign I have here, again minus sign I have here, iu whole square, that can be written as I square into u square. So I can write this one as plus 2 divided by I square u square times, applying limits here, upper limit if I substitute 1 into e power iu, 1 into e power iu, minus, now substituting for x, that is x equal to minus 1, you get minus 1 into e power iu minus I, that is the second term. For the third term, minus 2 by I cube u cube times upper limit e power iu minus lower limit e power minus iu. This is about limits. Now I have substituted upper and lower limits. Now let us see what is f of u. F of u equal to, so first term vanishes, no problem about this. So this term will be 0. So 0 I can forget, I can neglect it. 2 by, see, imaginary number, we have this result, I square is minus 1, I is square root of minus 1, I cube is minus I power 4 is plus 1. Now if I recall that, this will be 2 divided by minus 1 into u square. So I can write that as minus 2 by u square. Okay, now then it will be within bracket e power iu plus e power minus iu it is. Now come to this, I have minus sign here, I cube ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ minus I ಅಲ್ವಾ. So minus into minus get cancel, get 2 divided by I u cube into e power iu minus e power minus iu. Only thing that much you get. We have again this result, sin x is equal to e power ix minus e power minus ix divided by 2i it is. Similarly cos x equal to e power ix plus e power minus ix divided by 2. So keeping that two results in mind, so I can simplify this as f of u equal to, multiply and divide by 2 here, minus 4 by u square, minus 4 by u square, e power iu plus e power minus iu by 2. E power iu plus minus e power, s plus e power iu plus e power minus iu by 2. Again here multiply and divide it by 2, you will get 4 by I cube times e power iu minus e power minus iu divided by 2. Now this will be f of u equal to minus 4 by u square into e power iu plus e power minus iu divided by 2. That I can write as cos u. x ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ u ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಇದು cos u ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So it will be cos u. Cos u. Similarly plus 4 by u cube, I u cube into, see this I can write as, I have e power iu minus e power minus iu divided by 2. So that will be I sin u. So 4 by u cube, 4 by u cube, I u cube into I sin u. So this I cancels with this. So I remain with f of u equal to minus 4 I can take outside, plus 4 better you can take outside. So 4 by u cube I will take outside. See, 4 by u cube I have taken outside. So if I take 4 by u cube outside, here I will get only sin u. So ಒಂದು ಟರ್ಮ್ ನನಗೆ sin u ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ u ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇದೆ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ u. ಸೊ u sin u minus u cos u. So this is the Fourier transform of the given function. So this is about the solution of the given problem. So given f of x equal to 1 minus x square if mod x less than 1, 0 if mod x greater than or equal to 1. So we have determined its Fourier transform. So that is, I got finally f of u equal to 4 by u cube sin u minus u cos u. Next, second part, to evaluate two terms I have to evaluate actually. First one, integral 0 to infinity is integral 0 to infinity x cos x minus sin x by x cube dx. So this term I have to evaluate from the Fourier transform of the given function. See, for this thing you can observe from the previous problem. ಮುಂಚಿನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅದರಿಂದ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ನ ನಾನು ಡೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಂದರೆ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಫೋರಿಯರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಸೊ ದ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಫೋರಿಯರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು is given by f inverse of f of u you can write, but in generally we will write that as f of x equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity f of u e power minus iux du. So this is the definition of inverse Fourier transform. So we should take the help of this inverse Fourier transform to evaluate the given integral. Now substituting for f of u, you can call this as equation 2 for your reference. Substituting for f of u, we'll get f of x equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity f of u antandre that will be 4 by u cube e sin u minus u cos u into d. Okay, I forgot this one, e power minus iux du. Now compare the given integral, this I have to compare with this. I should not get exponential term within this, so I have to make this 1. So I'll put x equal to 0. If you put x equal to 0, then you get f of 0 equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity 4 by, okay, this 2 2s you can cancel this, so I'll get this term 2 by pi, this 2 I have taken outside, 2 by pi integral sin u minus u cos u divided by u cube into, this will be e power 0, that is 1, e power 0 is 1 du. Now look into this integrand. Sin u is an odd function, u and u cube are also odd functions, cos u is an even function. So product of an odd function with an even function will be odd function. So this u cos u will be an odd function, sin u is an odd function, difference of two odd functions will be odd again. So this numerator will be an odd function divided by this denominator, that is also an odd function. We know that odd function divided by odd function is an even function, just like minus 1 divided by minus 1 is equal to plus 1. Now this integrand will be an even function. When the integrand is even, then the value of that integral will be 2 times of the value over half of the interval. Alva? Just I have to take half of the interval. So 2 by pi times this will be 2 times of integral 0 to infinity sin u minus u cos u divided by u cube du. So left hand side I have f of 0. What is the value of f of 0? Look into the definition of the function. When x is 0, when x is equal to 0, the value of the function is 1. So using that I have 1 equal to this much, 2 by pi into 2 times of integral 0 to infinity sin u minus u cos u by u cube. So this implies changing u to x, change u to x, will get, taking this 4 by pi to the left hand side, pi by 4 equal to integral 0 to infinity sin x minus x cos x divided by x cube into dx. This is the value of the given integral. So we have evaluated first integral. Next we need to evaluate the next one, second integral. The second integral, let us look into that. What is given there? That integral is integral 0 to infinity x cos x minus sin x by x cube into cos of x by 2. That is the only difference. So next, part 2, the second one, to evaluate integral 0 to infinity sin x, or okay, which one? Yes, same thing I have, sin x minus x cos x divided by x cube into, only difference is here I have cos of x by 2. So everything is same, just like first integral, only thing is I have cos x by 2, that is the additional term. Now again from inverse Fourier transform, you can substitute f of u in equation 2, will get f of x equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity sin x is 4 by u cube into sin u minus u cos u into e power minus iux d. So substituting for f of u in equation 2, I'll get this one. And we have e power I theta equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. We know that e power I theta equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. Now here I have cos of x by 2. Here I have e power I ux. From this term I should get this one. I should get cos of x by 2 from e power I minus iux I have here. Okay. E power minus I theta is cos theta minus I sin theta. This is most useful compared to previous one. Now using this result I should get here cos of x by 2. So can I get cos of x by 2 here? Just put x equal to 1 by 2. So put x equal to 1 by 2. Put x equal to 1 by 2. So I'll get f of 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 2 pi. Again this 2 2's are 2 by pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity sin u minus u cos u divided by u cube into e power minus I u by 2 du. See, e power minus I u by 2, using this result here, taking theta equal to u by 2. So I'll get cos of e power minus I u by 2 equal to cos of u by 2 minus I sin of u by 2. Cos of u by 2 minus I sin of u by 2. Now this will be again you have to determine what is f of 2. You have f of x equal to 1 minus x square, right? Substituting for x equal to 1 by 2, that will be 1 minus 1 by 2 whole square, 1 by 2 whole square. So I have to simplify that. Okay, you can keep that only, no problem. F of x equal to, here 1 minus 1 by 4 equal to 2 by pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity sin u minus u cos u divided by u cube into cos of u by 2 minus I sin of u by 2 du. Now this will be 4 minus 1 by 4, that will be 3 by 4, 3 by 4 equal to 2 by pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity. See, you can separate this interval into imaginary part and real part. Real part will be sin u minus u cos u divided by u cube cos of u by 2 du minus imaginary part will be integral minus infinity to plus infinity sin u minus u cos u divided by u cube sin of u by 2 sin of u by 2 into du. But in the left hand side there is no imaginary part, so comparing imaginary parts and real parts on both sides, this you can treat as 0 because imaginary part is 0 on left hand side. Or you can neglect this. Instead of taking this as 0, you can just neglect this term. You can consider only the real term. Then you get, okay, this will be 3 by 4. Taking this 2 by pi to this side, you get 3 pi by 8 equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity sin u minus u cos u divided by u cube cos of u by 2 du. Changing u to x, you get integral minus infinity to, oh, I have real part, yes, I have the original value integral as integral 0 to infinity, so there is one more part here before changing u to x, that is I can write this as 3 pi by 8 equal to, since this integrand is an even function, 2 times of integral minus infinity to plus infinity, integral 0 to infinity sin u minus u cos u divided by u cube cos of u by 2 du. Yes. Now it is integral, I'll write this term first, integral 0 to infinity sin u minus u cos u divided by u cube du, okay, cos of x by 2, that is cos of u by 2 into du equal to 3 pi by 16. Changing u to x, I'll get integral 0 to infinity sin x minus x cos x divided by x cube into cos of x by 2 dx equal to 3 pi by 16. Sometimes you can write this answer as ಸೊ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಇದೆ, ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸೈನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ 0 to infinity x cos x minus sin x divided by x cube cos of x by 2 dx equal to, see if you interchange terms here, you get minus 3 pi by 16, that's all. So this is about the solution of the given problem. So similarly, try to find the Fourier transform of the function f of x equal to e power minus modulus of x. So try to find the Fourier transform of this function. We shall discuss the solution in next video. Thank you.